Hello and welcome to another episode of Between the Studs. Today we've got...
I am ready to show the worst sets ever known to man. That's what we're doing, right?
First of the worst.
No,
First
Angie.
of the worst.
No, we did worse last time.
Oh, that's right. Right.
Oh, okay.
So what are these then? What are these then?
These are...
Yeah, I gotta rethink this then.
I know.
Yes.
These are the best sets ever, according to us.
Oh, according to us. Yes, you're right.
The ones that we either own, we love, or we're nostalgic.
Yes.
These are the best, and we've got a whole spread of them here. I think Daniel has a few more off the table, too. He couldn't make up his
I
mind.
got some big ones that I wasn't gonna drag in from home.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah, so we're going to actually, with the magic of editing, these will all disappear, and then we'll bring them up one by one and talk about
I
them.
can't wait.
Poof! Wow, what a clean table. How nice.
Yeah, we did so good.
We're good at this. I like this editing stuff.
I do too.
That's
Alrighty.
amazing, isn't it?
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah, and this is different for sure. I should have known it was best sets because I'm wearing pink today as opposed to black last time.
Oh, well.
My hair's
it was very
flipped
dark
out
and
as
morbid.
opposed to under last time. I'm wearing makeup and I didn't wear it last time.
It's all the details.
That's important. All that stuff's good.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wore my favorite shirt today instead of just wearing anything. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Castle's
I wore one from one of my favorite themes that I did not represent today.
There you go.
But,
That's sad.
it's still a great
It's
theme.
all good.
It is.
It's all good.
But speaking of great themes, Daniel, let's
Start
go.
us out, man.
Let's go with
Yes.
you first. What do we got here on
Alright,
the edge
here
of the
it
table?
comes. This is the Tron Legacy set. One of my favorite movies. Very underrated movie, I would
Amen.
even say.
Yes.
Phenomenal soundtrack, phenomenal movie. I wish they would do more stuff like this, just one-off things. Now, this one was done through ideas, and that's the way most of those things get done. But there were a lot of people who had done custom mocks of these light cycles and things before, and when they finally revealed the set, I mean, they hit it out of the park.
Yes, it looks just
the
like it.
minifigures are fantastic. I mean, there's really not much that could have been done better. If they had a little more wiggle room to work with in terms of price, I would have liked to see the vehicle for her, the large kind of car. But yeah, fantastic figures. You get the printed dish elements here, as well as the printed discs on their backs.
Yes.
I don't know. There's not
Not
much more to
stickers,
say.
printed.
No
Yes.
stickers,
Yeah,
no
that's pretty
stickers.
great.
Whole set, 3 minifigures, 2 bikes.
Little landscape.
The little landscape there for the bikes to sit on. You can pop them off, swap them around. I've
You
seen
should
people
create
do,
a whole board.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
seen
Track.
people
Oh,
do
have you?
larger boards.
Yeah.
I've seen people add lighting kits to these for sure. Really, just fantastic little builds. The 2 bikes are exactly the same. They're just color swapped
Yes.
for the
Oh, neat.
orange and the blue.
I can say this now because Lego Master Season 2 is over. But anyone that knows me knows I worked on the show, and I also got to do some practice builds for the show. I forget what they're called. It's been so long.
Prototype builds.
Yeah. So the one that we had to build was for the earthquake. So I built a tower, but the person that competed against me built his tower, and it was Tron themed. And I have to say, it was the most gorgeous thing I'd seen. It was mostly all black, but he used a lot of, like, kind of like the buildings where in first season where they built all black, but they had purple and pink accents. I forget their names. The girls.
Yeah, the gals who did cosplay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So, but anyway, his building looked a lot like Tron, and I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Gorgeous colors. I just love the black with the neon-looking stuff,
Yep.
and it's awesome.
And you can hit it with a black light too, and that'll
Yes.
usually make it pop if you don't like to mess with lighting kits.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, great. A lot of great mock potential in these. Great minifig. I mean, both of these figs have arm printing.
Yeah.
They're really cool. The helmet here
Yeah.
was awesome.
I mean, I have to make it. I have to. You guys love me regardless, I know. So I can be free to be myself today and say that I've never seen Tron.
I'm gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, we
The
need a
first one
movie
or
night.
the Legacy, but
Yeah.
but I'm a girl from the '80s, and I played the video game a lot. The one you put the quarter in and you use the thing, and I played that a lot. But I really never knew what it meant or what I was doing. I'm sorry, it just
There you
never
go.
appealed
We're gonna
to me.
watch the old movie, and then we're
Yes.
gonna watch the new movie
Together.
And I really want to
Okay.
get a group together when they open the Tron ride down in Disney World.
Oh, it
to
is
go
gonna be
down there and
epic,
ride it.
man.
That'll be
I want to
cool.
go with Mark
That's-
anyway because I want to see him see Disney.
That's one that when I heard
too.
that there was a
It's
ride for
awesome.
it in what is it?
Jap-
the Disney
Japan.
World in
Tokyo.
I thought it was Beijing or something. I don't know.
Well,
Anyway,
it's one of the I think
they
it's
got a
Tokyo.
Disney World over there in Asia that had the Tron ride,
Yes.
and I was like so mad. I was like, I can't justify traveling to China
No.
just to ride
Too
one roller
expensive.
coaster.
Yeah, last time I was there, they were building it, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
you sit on a vehicle like very similar to this, bent down, and and then you go around the track as fast as you possibly can. So
That'll
don't be
be cool.
scared. Don't be scared.
I also
That'd be
really
cool.
hope that that's a sign that maybe they're thinking about making another movie. I mean, I can't imagine how much money they spent on a roller coaster for
two
a one-off
movies.
kind of. Well, yeah, two technically movies from several years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it 2012 or 13?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably, maybe even a little older than that.
2010, 2010. I think.
10?
So, do
Yeah.
we know how much this set costs in the store? If we don't have any right now,
No.
but
How
I
much
want
it would cost to buy it today?
Yes.
Or originally? Oh,
Well,
I don't
originally
know.
it was-
Retailed for what, $40?
Probably
Yeah.
around there, yeah.
If I remember right, it's close to 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd believe it.
Close
Especially
to
with the
100.
More
box
than
and
doubled.
instructions and everything.
Yes.
We
Yep.
do not, as of the recording of this, we do not have any for sale.
No.
But if you're interested, you can always call and get your name on a list, and we'll let you know when we get
Yeah.
one.
I'm sure that's
The thing
listed on the
rattling
website.
around in here
Is the hair?
Flynn's
Okay.
hairpiece instead of
Okay.
his helmet. I just throw it in there to keep
Extra
to
accessories.
hang on to.
Yeah.
All right,
I
we
love
better
it.
keep moving.
All right, so who's next? Do we want me to go next? Angie? What do we want to do?
I'll go next.
Okay, what do we got?
Me
So I
the,
get pass.
the
These
yeah.
two?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Perfect.
gonna end with my magnum opus as well.
There you go.
So if you guys know me, you know I'm all about the Brickheadz.
Mm-hmm.
So I just chose two
wanna
that
keep them out?
represent. I think so. We
wanna
did
keep
on the
them out?
last one.
Well, if you want to leave them out, sure.
Do
Yeah.
it. Do it.
I wasn't sure. I started packing it up.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all good. So I'm all about the Brickheadz, and I figured I'd pick two iconic figures. These are $40 each, by the way, in the store.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
40 each. I have them at my house. This is not one from my collection
thing.
because I have almost all of them. To pick the one that I love the most, I was like, no, I can pull them built from the store, and these are just about to go out for sale, but they are $40 each.
Crazy.
And they just represent Brickheadz in general, which I just love. I love the build idea of it. Jess and I did a whole video on it.
They're pretty
Because
awesome.
you like Funko Pops too, right?
Well, I don't collect them, but I do like
okay.
them.
Yeah.
I live vicariously through Randy, who does collect Funko Pops. So this is
Oh,
my
gotcha.
version of the Funko Pop. And Legos, obviously.
Yeah.
But I just love them. Can't get enough of them. Keep bringing them. And, I don't know what to say. I just love,
it's
I
worth
love
pointing out
them.
there's so many of them. How many?
So
There's
many.
hundreds of them now, right?
There are almost 200.
Yes.
If you count each individual one, not
Yeah.
set wise, but yes. And with this last string of them, I think they're making some an Avatar one, which will be the gentleman, I don't know his name, the main guy, as himself, and then his avatar. That's the
blue
most
guy.
recent one that I remember coming out. So yeah, the only one I haven't gotten for myself because it's a lot of money, are the what they call it, the Spice Girls.
Oh, yeah.
It's a $50 bill, and I'm gonna get them.
Yeah.
I'm getting it because they're Brickheadz. That's it.
Yeah. You're not a giant Spice Girls
One
fan.
thing I
No.
will say is it's nice how consistent they are on the pricing.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Always
10 for one,
$10
20 for two.
one. And
Yeah.
it's a pretty good deal for the number of parts that you get.
Absolutely.
I was kind of surprised
And
when
I've
they announced
always
that price.
said the way that they're so creative in such a small area to work.
Yeah.
I know everything's blocky, but the fact that they do, like, you really look at this and you're like, this is his hair.
It really is, yes.
It's just genius to me how they do this.
Yeah.
You know,
Amazing
It's just-
sculpting
Yeah.
on a
It is.
It's
square
a
Sculptors.
very small spot.
palette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't say enough of this. If you haven't seen the video before, you can go back in time. Hey, back in time. Let me
Gotta
sing
go
the song.
back
in
in
time. I know.
Oh, we'll get copyrighted. No,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, shush, shush.
It's all good. It's all good.
We can
Sorry,
go-
Huey Lewis.
We can go back in time. No, there is the video with Justin and I. All we do is talk about Brickheadz, and I brought all of mine.
There should have been a link up in the top corner of the screen,
Okay.
so you can watch that after this is done.
Yes, go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that is mine.
Brickheadz across the board,
All of
best
them.
Lego sets.
Yes,
There you
I
go.
love them. I just love them.
Those are two particularly good ones.
They are.
I think I only have maybe one real Brickheadz. I have the one that's the Dalmatians.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're Dalmatians.
And then I
Yeah.
have one that was a custom. It was actually designed by one of our regulars here on YouTube, Jonathan Clam. He's sometimes in the chat.
Okay, yeah.
He designed one that was like the anatomy figure, so it's like a Lego minifigure on one half, and then it's like an exposed like
Skeleton.
I
skull.
want
and
that one.
I could
so
send you the.
bad.
He has some instructions.
Oh,
I think
my
I can send
goodness.
Let you borrow them.
I think they
Yeah.
were I think they were free. If they're charged, I won't say
Yeah,
anything,
whatever.
But I think
You
they
can,
were free.
yeah, if they, or I'll pay you. No,
Won't pay me.
I'll pay him.
You would pay him. Yeah, if they were for
Hey,
charged.
Jonathan, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did some customs for Randy, which she actually just posted on her Instagram. Some like Mike Myers and Scream and some others. I've got some more to do for her, but
That's cool.
I just love them. I can't say enough.
That's awesome.
Sorry.
No, hey,
I could keep going.
we're gonna rant about all our favorite sets. So just
Yes.
just buckle up. This is gonna be a long
Yeah.
haul, but
Well,
At least it's positive ranting
I
instead
was
of
gonna
like
say
last time.
it was terrible, but
yeah,
I feel so positive.
we're so positive that we actually ended up going into the positive on our worst video. We're not going to be that negative on
No.
these. So.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I do love the Tron set. I've got 3+ of that set
Wow.
because I was
You get it for
planning
parts?
to build a big
He's
Tron
the parts
scene.
guy.
Oh.
But I never got around to it, and
I
so
got
one
it.
day I will because I have all the
Yes,
pieces.
you
But
need to do
I
it.
don't have
I'm
any
jealous.
I was
brickheads.
gonna say you don't have any.
I don't have a single brickhead.
Oh, I'm gonna make a mark brickhead. Maybe
I
should
might
make
have
a mark
gotten
one.
part of a brickhead in pieces
be
at one
good.
point. but-
Okay, so let's
Just
just
do
say.
Brickheads for all the stories.
I know. I was gonna say you can have any brickhead you want right now. Name one.
Actually, I would probably purchase the Back to the Future ones just because that's one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
And I mean, I have the
a good
minifigures, but the
Do you
brickheads are
have the
really cool
DeLorean?
too. I have both the DeLoreans now. I have the old one and the big
This
one.
is. These are for you.
Let's see if I can have the store credit later. There you go. But yeah,
Anything goes when Angie's in charge.
Yes.
yeah, no.
No. I would
I'm
use
gonna
my
set 'em
store.
aside.
I would use my store credit to buy these for him.
Oh no. I'll get some store
You're my
credit soon.
friend.
I'm
Y'all are
sure.
so kind around here.
Angie's so nice. She's always trying to gift things. But let's
I
see.
love to give.
Let
All
me
right,
start
Mike.
with
All right, your
my.
turn.
I have 3 sets here. Let me go grab it.
Yours
quick.
are all very similar in size.
They
So
are.
Yours is going to
Yeah, you
blow
don't have
our
the
first
teenies,
ones out of
yeah,
the
right.
water.
I have a type, and it's big.
Oh, I love this set.
That's so good.
Let me go get the box really quick too.
Oh my
Just got a box.
goodness, this is such a good set.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I haven't built it,
Yeah, me either.
but
You
you know
guys haven't
what?
built it yet?
No.
Still in the box.
But
Yeah, I'll talk
let
about
me
it.
say this: when we had some kids here today for a field trip, and I took them to the old castle section, and one of the kids appears to be extremely obsessed with old castle all the time, and he owns this. And he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Wow, these are terrible." I'm like, he was talking about how they're not detailed enough and
Yep.
all that, and I was laughing because I was like,
Yep.
"Yes, but back in the day, that was the thing."
In the 80s, they were great, but yeah, no, this is.
It had to,
This
to
is what
walk
he's-
so that this
yes,
could run.
this could run. Yeah, he was not happy with our castle section
Oh,
because
well.
he thought they were just
It is a little
simple
light
and
right now.
Silly.
Did you
No,
show
he just
them
meant
the,
builds
old
were
version of this set?
No, I didn't even think to do that.
Because that's
Do we still have it
interesting.
out there?
I think we do.
Oh,
We
We should
have it out
bought
there. It's
Okay.
expensive.
I own that one, and that's why I bought this one, because I
Yeah.
hope
Yeah.
to eventually put them kind of side by side. That
They
was the
are
one
similar.
designed by Daniel Siskin.
With a blue roof, they're similar, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, what's
Yeah.
the name of it?
So this is the medieval blacksmith shop from Lego Ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And it took a Lego Ideas set for us to finally get a good castle set after 7 years
Finally.
of
Are we gonna have
no
a lot of
castle
ideas?
stuff.
No, maybe not. Maybe
But
these are
so this set was designed by Wes Talbot. He's a builder out in Europe, and very
Beautiful.
very skilled mock builder too.
Wow,
which
so
is
beautiful.
why you see such a high level of detail in
Yeah.
this set.
Yeah.
They went all out because
Yes.
the idea that this was based on was very detailed too. It was actually bigger than this,
Yeah.
and they had to scale it down into this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the few sets that I bought just for the set.
That's great.
I buy a lot of sets. I buy probably 2 or 3 sets a week, and it's always for parts. So this is the
It's
one.
Castle, Mark.
This is the one that I got just because it's a castle set. It looks cool, and I built it, and the build
gorgeous.
experience was awesome. It's
yeah.
a really good build, and
This is
it's worth
gorgeous.
keeping. So this is a rare. I normally almost never do that, so I was so pleased and satisfied with this build. I hope that we get to see more high detail castle sets come out soon.
Yeah.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
We got the 90th anniversary castle coming out this August, I believe, early
Okay.
August. So
well, you should have known it was coming because they did the pirate one. What was that based on the old set?
Yes.
Barracuda Bay.
The Barracuda
Yeah.
Bay.
Another Lego Ideas.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then this was attached to the blacksmith shop. And
Castle.
isn't there a new space one coming out?
There are new
Yep.
space ones coming out. They're just going to be Lego, not Lego Ideas though. They're starting to actually embrace it and make sets for it on their own,
Great.
without
Yes.
having to obey the votes.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's really good to see
great.
Lego take. This is one of the last steps in the Lego realizing, oh wait, people might actually want to buy castle sets.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So what is one of your favorite techniques on this?
So one of my favorite parts is this. Actually, I dropped this on the way in.
Oh, no.
It's a little messed up, but this bellows here. You press that and the lights
Oh,
up
I
like you're.
wondered what that was.
And there's actually supposed to be a small slope on the top of this, so it's not. It's kind of messed up right
Okay.
now. But when you press that, the light turns
Oh,
on.
that's great.
And that
For
would be
well,
basically
like,
you're
for
squeezing the
creating
air
it.
into the furnace to heat it
Right.
up, and it goes
Makes the coals
and
roll.
flares
That's
up.
great.
So it's really cool. So I love that little play feature, and it's also modular. The things I'll remove.
Oh,
You can
look
see
at
all the details in there.
That's so nice.
It's really good.
Is there a new part that came out in this set that we hadn't seen before? Do you know?
So there aren't a lot of. There's a few new pieces
Like
in
the
here.
3x3 round?
Yes, those are pretty new.
Relatively new.
round
The sword,
tiles?
Probably
sword
a lot
was
of-
new back
Oh,
when
yeah.
this came
The
out.
sword was new. You're
The
right. I remember you telling
minifigures.
me
This
that.
was the first time we saw the new
Custom
Falcon
printed,
minifigures,
not
right?
custom printed, nicely printed. New Falcons, new Forester-ish lady, new blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
They
Forster-ish.
put in a husky dog instead of a goat. Apparently they wanted to put a goat in, but they didn't have the mold, so they just put a husky in, which is. If this had a goat in it, it'd be the best set ever. It'd be in the top list.
Right.
yeah.
This is my third favorite set. easily.
Yes.
So yeah, but it's a really good one, and happy to see Castle.
This is such a great set. I just love it. I love the detail of the tile on top of the brick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
To really
Tudor
give that
style.
Tudor style.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So beautiful.
It's well put together. The roof is even nice. There's a few weaknesses with this set. The first is there's too much sand green on the top of the roof. In my opinion, I think it should
Isn't
have
that
been
like a
more
mold? Is
blue,
that supposed to be like grass?
like moss or
Mossy,
something. Yeah.
yeah.
So they should put like more of a mossy look. It's
Yeah.
just green, but
It's a little. I don't understand the top of the roof as much as I think I should.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, it's pretty nicely done. I mean, there's not much I would change at all, which is rare for a set. So
right.
love it.
And rare for Mark.
Awesome stuff. I'm gonna put the box. Yeah, rare for Mark especially. I'm not a set guy, so this is it's an enjoyable set for me. So.
Absolutely.
But,
my turn again?
I think it's Daniel's turn again.
Oh dear. All right, I gotta choose.
Mm-hmm.
I love
So
this
what
set.
is this? I have never seen it in
This
my whole
is
life.
the brick molding machine, and it is a Lego House exclusive set. You can only buy this in Billund, Denmark at the Lego House.
So you've been there, I take it.
I have been there. I have been there. in
Did you
person.
buy this when you were there?
I did not. I didn't even see this one. So
This
I don't know.
one was recent. I think this was only last year's set. They release about one a year. This was the 2021 set.
Okay,
if
I
you
went
were
in
there before
2018,
then-
so yeah.
They have. There's also the duck, which I have. There's a little architecture style set of the Lego house.
I've got that
You've
one.
got-
They've had that one for a while.
Yeah.
I think they had that one maybe even before it opened.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty early on that set was around.
Yep.
So, yeah.
There's also one that's the big. They call it the Tree of Creativity.
Yes.
That's the
Mhm.
large one.
I got
have
that
to
one.
And
go
then
there.
there's a
I have
new
to go.
one this year. It's the, I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation, Dagny Holm was one of the original model builders for like Legoland.
Mhm.
So it's her workshop. She's kind of in a mini land scale, and she's got some like giraffes on her table that
Oh, that's
That
cool.
sounds
like
awesome.
Legoland scale.
That's awesome.
And she's
This
got
is
lots of little
great.
parts drawers and stuff behind her. So
This is
That's
so
very cool.
awesome. And I'm so glad you can show this on our show because most people wouldn't in life get to see this.
Yes.
It's
I've
definitely an
never
unusual
seen it.
item. It's got a very cool feature here. So they use jumpers to represent like the 2x4 bricks in there being
Oh,
molded,
wow.
and
Oh, look
the
at
mold
that.
actually goes in and out.
That
and
is
then these
insane.
doors slide open and closed, and then there's some like circuit panels and things in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And you
look
do
at
get
that.
these exclusive printed tiles that are for there's little. So they have this machine in Lego House running, molding
Oh,
2x4
really?
bricks in real time, and they package them in little packets of 6
Mm-hmm.
because there's the whole statistic about there's like 9 it's either million or billion different ways to combine 6 2x4
True. That
red
is true.
Lego bricks.
Yeah, it gets
And
to be
so-
countless very quickly. Yes.
yeah. What they do is they have a thing. So they're molding these bricks, and you can pick up a bag that says Lego House, and it's got 6 red bricks. And then there's a machine that you can scan your wristband, and it gives you your unique combination on a little card. And so then you
neat.
can use those bricks to build your unique combination.
Wow. Now, how much
So-
did this set cost you?
It was in Danish krona, so I tried not to do the conversion in my head
Oh, okay.
to think about how much it cost. Because
Because
things
I-
are kind of expensive over there, even
I
with
would
the
tell
conversion.
you that it doesn't matter what the price is. If I'm there, I'm
I
getting
was-
any and
I
every
was
set
gonna
that I
get
want.
it. I was
Mhm.
gonna get it.
It doesn't
either way.
matter what the price is, honestly. Because
Yep.
how many times do you get to go there? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This
Now
is
I only
insane.
picked up one of most of the ones that they had because I had to fit them all in my luggage to
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
back home.
I feel like I would
But,
buy
uh,
a suitcase when I'm there and fill
Yeah,
it.
I was trying to stay in a carry-on though, so I didn't
Oh
even
my
have I didn't even have a
goodness.
checked bag.
Holy
But I
cow.
got this set and the duck and the architecture set. What I did was I I cut open all the boxes and repackaged all the bags into one box, so they were
Or you just get rid of all your clothes.
Clothes,
and just
right.
yeah. You take clothes you don't care
Wear
about.
all
and
your
then-
clothes. All your clothes at once.
There you go, like
Yeah.
Joey and Friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
All your clothes.
Yeah, that wouldn't get stuffy at all.
No, not at all.
They wouldn't stop you at the
On an
TSA.
overnight
Yeah, no.
flight, like
Wouldn't
a
wonder
12,
what you were
13-hour flight. That
my
sounds
goodness.
comfortable.
Oh my goodness, this is
But
so.
anyway,
I love
yes,
this.
it's a.
I've
very
never
cool
seen this set in person. I think
know.
I saw a picture online once. And so
Yes.
this is a really
Yeah.
rare
And
special.
This
this
is a treat.
it is a more recent one, so I'm very proud of this one. I
You
like
pretty
it
should
a lot.
be. This is
I
awesome.
like it a lot.
I feel like I'd buy one to build and buy one to have
Yeah, yep.
because this is just amazing.
It
we'll
would
have
be
to do
a-
some close-ups for
It would
everybody
be
to
a,
see
a
it.
crime
This
if you bought this as a
crazy.
Lime parts pack.
Right.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
But all the details in here are very cool.
Wow.
Very
They had
well
done
Amazing.
an earlier version of this machine as an inside tour exclusive set, and that of course that was crazy expensive and
Yeah.
impossible to get. So when they did this one, it was a slightly easier way to get
Yeah.
it anyway.
Slightly.
Yeah.
You still have to go to the
Lego
Lego
House is a lot more approachable though than
It
the
is.
inside
Anybody can visit the Lego House, which
Yeah.
is great. So.
tour. Yeah.
Well, I
It's a
heard that there
destination.
was a chance, I guess if you took the inside tour, that you could get a Brickhead, an exclusive Brickhead when you did it.
Whoa. Okay.
But I don't know if that's
There's
still
lots of
available
perks
or
that come
not.
with that, but that's because
Yeah.
it's crazy money, and even if you have the money, it's almost impossible to get into. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
the
really?
wait lists and stuff to do it now.
Oh, wow.
I know one of our
insane.
viewers, BJ, was trying to get that to work out, and I think he did, but I'm not sure. So
Yeah.
he might be able to go on that
Has he
soon.
been trying probably for
It's
several
been years. Yeah, no. So he's
Yeah.
been. It's like you have to really
There's
kind of
like a-
focus on it. Yeah.
I don't. It's not like an application process, but it's
It
there's
basically
something you
is,
have to
yeah.
do where it's like the first
It's
people
more than
in
just
or,
click
or
in or
something.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very hard to do,
Mhm.
even
is
if you
so
have the
nice.
money, and it's at least $2,000.
Yeah. It's thousands of dollars. Yeah.
Oh, really?
to do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't know
it's
that.
not cheap. Yeah.
Because it's a small group that does it, and
Mm-hmm.
you do it like with the CEO or some of the Christensen family,
Yeah.
and it's a whole thing, and you get the exclusive set, and they sign the set, and it's a whole to do.
Pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Really exclusive. Really fun.
Yes.
Thanks
So
for
I'll
sharing
put
this,
that
Daniel.
Thank
This is
you
awesome.
So
Yeah, of course.
much.
Oh, I
That
love
is
this
so great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you'll see all
You
this
gave
stuff
me
again
mine.
in my room tour video.
Oh,
When we
yeah,
get around
whenever
to
we
that.
Yeah.
get to that.
Grant and Vogan will be getting that together soon.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
well, that's on me. They're ready to do it. I'm still
Okay.
cleaning up my room a little bit.
Yeah.
Still getting everything set up and dusted off.
Yep.
Here's
All
one for
right.
Angie.
You guys know, if you've been following or even have been alive around any time, you know that I'm a Winter Village fan.
Mm-hmm.
What? I
So
didn't know
I
that.
know, right?
Huh?
It's crazy.
You like winter stuff?
I know, right?
Didn't
So
know that.
this is the I would say one of my favorite sets that they did
Mm-hmm.
because it's just obviously it works. The merry-go-round and
The
then it has
motion.
it has a lot of the I didn't bring those, but it had a lot of the vendor stands, where they sell stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
I just love this set. It took me years of working here to finally get it because it never came in the door.
It's hard to
hardly ever.
find. Yeah, it really
Yeah.
is.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I never knew how beautiful these horses were.
Right?
That's
The horses
really
are
nice.
gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
They're only in this set too. They're only in
Yeah.
this set in this pattern. So I don't know. I just really loved this set, and Mark showed me a way to stick it in my village really well, and like a diagonal. So I think it's going to look really good there. And I don't know what else to say. You guys have so much to say about your stuff, but I'm just I just love it. I just think
very
it's
cool.
so
It's
cute.
such a great look, though, and I love the little fabric pieces on
Yeah.
the roof, really adding that level of texture
Yep.
and detail. You got the lights on the inside center pole of the thing. It's
Lots
really
of
cool.
reflective stickers.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. This set did not come with them. I bought the sticker sheet brand new because I really
Mm-hmm.
wanted it to look
Yeah.
like new.
Yep,
So yeah, I'm
totally worth it.
in love with the set, and at this moment in time, my mind has gone blank, and I can't think of the name of it.
No, it's the
Well, we've
Winter
had-
Village Carousel or Winter
No.
Village
It
Something
has
about a
nothing about carousel
fair
in
or
it.
It's something about it's like a
Festival?
park or festival,
No,
maybe fair.
it's none of that.
Someone in the comments let us know what the set,
goodness.
set
I can look it up
title
on my
is.
phone if
Yeah.
you hand it to me in a second.
Well, we've had what 3 carousels?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
Main
Two,
ones.
two.
2 very large ones.
Yeah.
And then
This
this
tiny
smaller
one.
one.
yeah.
And
It-
maybe
it
some
was-
other, very, very
it's
tiny
like
ones.
how do I not know it?
That's
Yeah,
it.
so it is the market, the Winter Village Market. I was like, I can't not say the name of it. Everyone's gonna be like, what? But I could not think of it. Yes, it is the Winter Village Market, and all the vendors should be the sign out there that that's what this is. But
Exactly.
yeah, I love it, and I actually have been playing with it at home a little bit. I put some figures in it, little kids riding
That's
riding
awesome.
the merry-go-round.
And all the Winter Village sets are iconic and beautiful and really special, but this is actually like a particularly special one among that collection. So it's really worth highlighting.
The fact that it moves is my favorite, and I want to try to motorize it so when my Winter Village is displayed, it can go by itself without me.
Totally doable. Yep. That's an easy... Most of the carousels are pretty easy to motorize, including this one.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it. The marketplace is just... I just love it.
It's wonderful, Angie.
I don't know what else
Great
to say.
pick. Great choice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, Daniel, you've got more sets,
I was gonna say,
right? Or no, should I go next?
You want me to go
you guys each have two. I'll pull one more here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
And then we only have
Then
one
I could
left
do
after
two.
that, and then he can do 2.
I could do 2.
There we go. Yeah, Daniel's got a few more than us, and that's great.
This is
I know.
amazing.
I couldn't
I've
do
never
it. I really
seen it
tried
built.
last night.
So this is a special set.
much taller than I thought
It's
it would
pretty
be.
good size, right? This is the Horizon Zero Dawn because it's, Forbidden West. Anyway, they made it for Horizon Forbidden West Tall Neck. And so this is based off of a large mechanical dinosaur-like creature.
Giraffe?
It's actually kind of giraffe, kind of brachiosaurus
Not a
looking.
jellyfish.
No jellyfish.
Not a jellyfish. No. Not a gel-raff.
No
No.
gel-raff.
And it's based off of a video game, which is the Horizon series. I managed to get and play the first one in this series on my computer probably last winter. I played it, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Great story, great character. I get to play as Aloy. It's like this apocalyptic, futuristic sci-fi world. It's really fun. And this set was designed by my personal friend, Isaac Snyder.
Wow.
So Isaac was second person to interact with me online over Lego on a forum, classiccastle.com. He commented and he's like, I like your sig fig. It's really cool. That was back in 2011.
Wow.
And so we've been friends. We've been in the same lug, a Nova lug. And so he, after going through school, went over and started working as a designer for Lego. He designs Minecraft. He designs stuff like this. And so really proud of him and super excited to see him design such an amazing set.
Yeah.
Is this based on an ideas, or was this just his thing?
This is just a one-off kind of tie-in with the video game that was released a little bit earlier this summer.
Which is nice to see.
Yeah.
I hope we see more of this stuff. I mean, like I was talking about earlier with Tron, it's great to see them testing out these new kind of one-off things with what may seem like kind of small target audiences. So hopefully the success of things like this
is an 18 plus.
open the door for
Oh,
more
yes,
of that.
definitely.
So the 18 plus, I think, is what that market is. It's
Yeah.
like a little one-off for the adults who really have just a niche that want something.
For sure.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that little thing.
Yep, there's a little raptor-like guy
Oh
down
my
there.
goodness! And
it's like the little stoplight there.
yeah,
It's very nice.
it's very apocalyptic. I like that, and I like her hairpiece. That's a new hairpiece.
It's
That's
a
a great
one-off hairpiece, yeah.
minifigure.
I got it as much for the minifigure as the set because
Yeah.
it's really cool.
You got leg and toe printing, arm printing. And
Yeah.
This is very much in the same vein as the Tron set. It's like a one-off thing,
Yeah.
and I'm happy to say that by 9 o'clock the morning this was released, it was sold out, and I don't think it's been in stock since.
Wow.
So it is. I'm really glad I got
Good
up at
for
midnight
you.
to get
Yes,
it.
Yeah.
exactly.
Because I'm like, my friend Isaac made it. I like this video game. I want to get this set, and so I got it, and I'm glad I did because the aftermarket prices are always too high.
Oh
so,
yeah, that's nice.
hopefully it's back in stock soon, or maybe it is at this point. I'm not sure. I haven't checked, but it's really awesome, and it's one of my favorites. It was a fun build too.
Yeah.
All the very intricate, very
I
detailed.
see a lot of really nice parts in there.
I do
too. I mean,
too.
you've got
Yeah.
snowboards here. You've got these kind of landing ski pieces here.
Isaac is a very good builder of NPU. He's
Yeah.
actually, this isn't actually his strengths. His strengths are in interiors. So he hasn't really had a chance to really let that loose in Lego yet. But this gives you just an idea of what he's capable
So
of.
nice.
Yeah.
Is that the 3x3 macaroni tile too?
I believe so. Yes.
Yes. Oh, I didn't notice that.
I need more of those. Please give us more 3x3 macaroni tiles.
I know.
Yes.
There's a dot set that has them in it.
Oh, is
so,
it?
Yeah, I'll have to
But they're
get you
probably in lime green, lavender,
yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't be white, gray.
There's no gray,
brown,
white, or black.
black.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. I love this tree, which in real life would be super tall, and then that just shows you how
Yeah.
much taller it is.
And the stoplights.
It's
Yeah,
very
exactly.
challenging. So the point of this machine, just for context,
Yes.
is that your character climbs up the machine as it's walking along. You put your little magical staff in there, and then you unlock a huge area of the map in the world. Because this thing has a
Really?
huge sonar, and it directs the other machines where to go.
That is so
So
neat.
it's a really cool game. Highly recommended if anyone plays video games. So
Yeah.
one of my favorite sets.
And how much did
Very
this
awesome.
cost you?
It wasn't too bad. It was like $80-$90.
That's
great.
good.
But
yeah.
now, I mean, it's
Now it's
probably,
probably
if
way
you were to go on eBay, it's probably $200-$300.
I'm sure,
We
'cause you
had
just can't-
one
you
or
can't
two
get it.
in the store sealed, and I never took the time to see how much they were. But
They're pretty cool.
That's a great set.
Yeah, I hope that they make another few waves of them, like they did, for example, the Saturn V sold out right away. Then they made more for quite a few years.
Yep.
So hopefully they do this with this one, because I hate to see it just be overpriced for the rest of its existence.
Yeah.
So.
Are they underestimating how many people are going to want it? Is that why they run out, or did they do that on purpose so it drives the price up, where people are like, I gotta
Well, this
have
was
it.
a very unusual thing, so maybe they were kind of hesitant and
I don't think they
testing the
expected
waters.
as much as attention as it got. So hopefully that's a sign to make more video game stuff. We'll
Yeah.
see. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your turn.
Oh,
Show us something
goodness,
good.
What to do next? All right, I'll do something that I have
Did you get that from us?
physical.
Didn't you
this,
get that
I
from
did
us?
get this from us.
That's what I thought.
So
Nice.
sorry to anybody who saw it on that store tour and wanted to buy it. I beat you to it, and I'm going to tie it in with this one here.
Oh, there's so many good sets in that.
Right?
Little
I'm
mini
doing
builds.
this as kind of a
The combo pack here.
let me,
Yeah, move
I
me
better
out of
put
the
these
way.
in front.
Yeah, just move it to the side.
I'm
a
not
little bit.
important.
Doing a combo
Do
here
this.
of
I just love
mini
that.
builds of Lego history related kind of things.
This is so.
So since
great.
I love, vintage stuff and the whole history of Lego, these are two really fantastic sets that kind of go together. This one covering all of the trains. You've got a really nice. Now I haven't brought myself to open this yet.
Yeah.
I will eventually. This was a employee exclusive gift, so it's a very expensive
Wow.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mean exclusive to this store.
one. No,
To
no,
Lego
no.
stores.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Wow.
to Lego employees and
Right.
things. But I mean,
didn't know that.
I've seen some videos and things of people who have had it built. It's a really fantastic build of the monorail, the Emerald Knight, some really
The holiday
fantastic
train?
The Metroliner. Yeah, well, not really that one. If I could say that this was like my favorite.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you what. Maybe I'll give you that one.
I'll take it.
That'd be pretty crazy.
I'll put it in my village and
I'm
name
most-
it.
I might give it to you for Christmas or something.
I'll name it Daniel.
I'm most excited about the Metroliner in there. That is one of my
the
favorite looking
Metroliner,
trains.
Fantastic. Original, some really old ones here, the blue and gray, and then this western train here.
You know who would love this? Mark Yetko.
He'd be over the
He
moon.
is obsessed with these
Yeah,
trains.
he
I
likes the
bet he would
trains.
love this as a gift.
I bet he would, if he didn't already have it.
He may. I don't know.
He probably does.
Rick Czar, I know, has it.
Yeah.
Because he's the crazy train guy.
This is
And then
great.
this one down here, so this was for the 60th anniversary of the brick. One time I sat down and figured out which years all the different anniversaries were, because it seems like
Right?
there's an
It just seems
anniversary
like
like every
everywhere.
year.
They can
There's
make
an
them up at
anniversary
this
of the
point.
brick, anniversary of the company. There's another
Anniversary
minifigure?
of the minifigure.
The minifigure,
Minifigure?
yeah. So it seems like there's always anniversaries.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, you got your 60th book
Oh,
brick
okay.
here.
So this was 60 years of the Lego brick, but they still did, some commemoration of some old sets. 4 of what I would say are probably some of the most iconic sets
Oh,
of
yeah.
all time. The Yellow Castle, of course. The Galaxy Explorer, which we're about to see a rehash of. The Black Seas Barracuda, and then the Airport Shuttle monorail.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
So-
appreciate this set a lot more than I used to,
Yeah.
because I used to not really appreciate the old stuff until I came to work here. And now seeing this, I'm like, this is a sweet little set.
It is.
It's very nice. And I like micro scale stuff
Yeah.
too. So I get enjoyment out of this in the fact that it saves space
Yeah.
compared to buying the full size
It really
versions
does.
of
It
these
does.
sets.
I love these micro builds.
And for as many vintage sets as I have, I don't have a single one out of these 4.
Wow. Well, they all are
Wow,
very
really?
hard to find now. So,
yeah,
yes.
well, I don't think I'll ever own a
we
monorail.
had the
but-
airport shuttle, and it was over 1,000.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
In
well
the box,
over, I'm
original
sure.
box.
The
yeah.
monorail functions of that make it very expensive, but all these are
Yeah.
collectible
Yeah.
now too. So.
And it's got some, nice pictures of the original sets on the back here with the dates that they come
Yeah.
out and things like
That's
that. So,
cool.
a very nice commemorative kind
Do
of
you
set.
know anyone that owns any of these sets?
I know somebody who owns this one. I know at least 2 people who own this one. And I know somebody who owns this one.
Yes.
And all 3 of them
Are they
are
the
someone
same
who's
person?
sitting in this room. I just know a second person who owns this one. That's Jacob.
I hoped
but
you were
I know
getting
for a
that.
fact that Mark owns all 3 of those.
Interestingly, I don't have the Barracuda.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, you
I
don't?
thought you
So,
did.
I thought you did.
I've been eyeing. We have 3 in the store right now, so I've been
Yeah.
eyeing them like a
well,
hawk
then
and
only
just
one
thinking
person
about
who
it.
owns each of these.
Wait,
I got this
I
one
know
and this
that.
one. So.
You have you want the original, or you want the new one? The Barracuda?
The new one's very nice, but I don't think I necessarily have to have that one. I do want the old one just for nostalgia.
I got you.
Yeah. But yeah. So.
And then you'll just be down to the monorail.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get
I
a
was gonna
monorail.
say.
As much as I want
The
one, I don't think
airport
I will.
shuttle, I don't know if I've ever even seen a whole one in person.
We've-
have.
A lot of
We
the
inter-
space
Right
guys
before
get
you
the
got
two
here.
Right
space
before you got
monorails.
here, we
had
Yeah,
had
but
one.
like at conventions and things, I don't think I've ever seen one. You know, a lot of the
It's always
classic
space.
space people have one of those too,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never seen one of these, you know, running and
Yeah.
on display somewhere.
No city
We
monorail.
have a video of it, I believe, on our YouTube that Justin did
Justin.
a long time ago when we had
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
So,
Did you all
Go
actually
back in
set it up
time.
and played with it?
yeah, we did.
I was oogling over it for a while. Like, oh,
Yeah.
The wing
We
toys
had
are meant to be
two.
enjoyed.
We had 2 of them, and we still
Yep.
have one down in the basement. It's just missing some key sticker parts that are so expensive.
Oh,
we just
yeah.
can't afford it.
Yeah.
So we're hoping one will come through the door another day. But yeah, we played with it on, I believe, on our YouTube channel, and
Yep.
the
link up there somewhere.
yeah, somewhere. No, the problem with it, I guess, is what's always been stated is that it can go around the track like a couple of times, and then the battery starts to wear, and then it can't hardly get up this hill.
The hill. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's a whole thing.
I know Chris knows somebody who has this set. 'Cause
Dana,
they-
our
Dana owns
the
this one?
ambassador for Peach Lug, has
Okay.
probably
I was thinking
multiple.
of somebody else. It was somebody that had something to do with.
Oh,
this, if
Wesley
you remember.
Higgins
Yes,
is a notable
yes.
AFL in Alabama who we
That's
see
right.
at conventions all
Yeah.
the time. He has at least one of those, maybe more. So
Yep.
yeah,
It's
so
great.
a couple friends from the southeast. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
Great
how
sets,
many,
though.
how many you got left?
I have no more in person, but I have 2 more that I just want to talk about.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And maybe we can throw up a picture.
Well, do we want to go to
So we got 3
segue?
here. 2.
I only have one left. You have one left, but your one left could segue from what he just did.
Actually, yeah, that really does.
We could
tie
do
in.
we could do a magic wipe here.
Yes.
If I just pass my arm in front of this, maybe we can
And
reveal.
see what happens. Tragedy.
Yeah, so this is the
yours
original
out.
castle. Yeah, you can put it next to it.
Oh, all right,
It's an
okay.
example. There's the
we
mini
go.
version of it.
You know, out from behind the microphone.
There you go. And here's the big kahuna. This was my white whale set for many years, but I think I got it when I got it around 2015 or 14, and I got it from a Bricklink seller in Portugal for a very good deal, not like 200, and
That's a good deal.
which is a very good deal. It was a pretty good deal back then, but it's a very good deal now. Everything Lego has gone up in value.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm glad I got it back then. But this one is in quite good shape.
It looks like
it's
it.
not. It's not perfect. It's a little dusty. It's a little bit. It was played with.
It's loved.
It was a used set.
But the stickers
I don't
all
mind
look really
that.
good.
I'm really happy the stickers are in pretty good shape. And this one is not necessarily the same as the box because I've added a little bit to it. A little bit extra. It's like 10% extra. You got an extra flag. You got extra guys. You got a couple extra figures on the walls. More than would have been in the original set. So every time I get something that goes with it, I kind of put it with it and add a little bit more. Because I've been lucky enough to find some of the rare old classic castle stuff at conventions and some here. So I've added to it. But this is just super nostalgic for me, not because I ever would have played with this. This came out in 78, 79,
Yeah.
and that's long before I was on the scene. But
I was just 7 or 8.
see, this would have been out in
even
the toy
would have
stores
been
when
very
you were
young.
very little. And
But we
just,
didn't have toy stores hardly. If you
Yeah.
didn't sell toys, it was in Kmart
department
or
stores.
Rose's,
Let's see if there's a
Sears.
price tag on this. No, sometimes you'll see like a store.
Oh yeah, I love seeing that, and
The
it's
old-
like
yeah.
$15.
Well, actually, this would have been more like in the $60 range back then.
Yeah,
which
but
would
you know,
have-
you see like clearance tags
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
makes you really.
Yeah.
this
makes
this
it
was
weird.
not a cheap toy back
Yeah.
then,
Well,
which is
especially
funny.
back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
But so this is actually the European version, both this box and the instructions, because the American version has 1,000
Piece count.
and no, the set number is
Set
different.
number.
And so in Europe they didn't care if there were smaller set numbers, but in America they had to pretend they had thousands of sets. They only had a few hundred, and so they had to kind of stretch the numbers a little bit to impress the American market. They thought,
That's weird.
but yeah, so pretty fun. Goofy looking brick built horses, but me and Steven
Yeah.
saw this set in the old Lego DK reader books. Like, here's the old original sets, and then now they have this, and we're like, the now stuff's boring. We wanted this one.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so we finally got it, and it was really fun.
It's yellow.
It's very yellow,
Right.
and that's because the owner of Lego didn't want people to build tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So they no gray pieces.
Ah.
Well, there's
Well,
some
very
great
few,
I was
plates.
gonna
yeah.
say there's a great treasure chest.
Not
down
enough
there.
to make tanks. And actually, the treasure chest isn't from this set either. That came out
Oh,
I was
okay.
a year
wondering
later.
about that.
Yeah, I was
which
too.
set did that come with? I
There
feel
was
like
a
I've heard
treasure
about it, but-
convoy. I forget the name of it, but it had the half shield of the red and white and blue, half print. There's like two different
I'll have
colors.
to look that one up.
Anyway, I have that one
Yeah.
too, and I have the Joust set. All the sets from the pre-80s I have. So,
Mm-hmm.
but this is my favorite set. Has been ever since I got it.
Does your
Yeah.
door work?
Yes, it should work. If it's not too stuck.
As long as it's not jammed.
It's
Yeah.
a little jammed. Oh, I'm tightening it. There you go. There you go.
Oh, look at that. It's brick built. Because in the picture, it almost looked like a new part, and I was like, wait.
Nope, it's just a couple pieces. Everything was very brick built. It all opens up. I can show you guys if you want here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would like to see that.
See if I can get the plates separated. I put some new plates in there to keep it locked down, because otherwise it's hard to move.
Yeah.
Because all these small base plates. But
oh, look at that.
come here.
Didn't know it opened up. That's pretty neat.
If I can get it unlocked. There you go. So you can have a bigger play set, or if you had more than one, amazingly, you could
Yeah.
you could put them together and stretch them out.
Oh,
so.
that's great.
If you were rich.
Yeah, right?
Exactly. So you could kind of have fun with it, make it more of a long wall scene.
Yeah,
So.
this is great.
Yep.
I think this one does it too.
That one opens up too? That'd be
Does it
awesome.
Really?
It does.
That'd be
Yeah, there we
super
go.
realistic, but yeah, it does. That's exactly how it works.
Way!
Yeah.
Look at that.
And the drawbridge is just a flag, but there you go.
Yeah. That is
Wow.
crazy.
I've
Yeah.
learned so much today and seen things I've never seen. This
So-
is great.
Fun stuff. But yeah, this is my favorite set. Gotta love it. And
Yeah.
as a former castle bro, I had to represent
An ex-castle bro.
the theme of castle.
I was going
It's
to
the
say,
best,
you had to
so.
represent.
Although I do have the Galaxy Explorer, I like it a lot, and I do want the Barracuda Bay because it's the trilogy of old old Lego sets, old castles.
Well, next time we get one in.
This isn't my box though. This is Chris's box. This is the store's box. He won't let me buy it.
I
Maybe
was
one
gonna
day.
Say, wow.
I want it to go with it so I could put it behind it and be like, oh.
Yeah.
But right now I just got the build, and
That's a really nice condition box.
this is the best conditioned box I've
beautiful.
ever seen. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Just one tiny nick right there. That's it.
I don't know if I would ever seek this set out just because of the price associated with it now. But
Yeah, it's
if
pretty
if
expensive.
I ever came across one
Don't we
by
have one built?
happenstance,
Don't we have one built out there?
We've had one built. I don't think we
I
do
don't think
anymore.
so.
Anymore.
Okay.
if I ever
thought we
came
did.
across one and it was a good price, I would probably do it. But
Yeah.
that's a very, very cool set.
Yeah.
Very, very tied to the history, of course. I mean,
First
When-
minifigures.
yeah.
Tied for first minifigures ever.
Yeah.
Without this, you wouldn't have any of the other minifigures that we know and love. So.
and
That's
when people
great.
talk about Lego history, it's like the wooden duck and the yellow castle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even just a little more so than all of these. Galaxy Explorer, sure, you hear about.
Barracuda.
Barracuda, you hear about, but the yellow castle is the one you always see when
Yep.
we talk about Lego history.
In my mind, it's Castle, Space, Pirates.
yeah.
In that
Yeah.
order. But
Probably true.
could
I
be
would
wrong.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Well, my last set is a castle as well,
There we go.
in honor of
I'll
Mark.
have to retrieve.
You got
this
it for us,
in here.
Daniel. Thank you.
Do we have a clear space for it?
It's
Yes.
right in the middle here. Here you go.
Here it comes. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. This is the Ice Castle, Elsas Ice Castle, and I have to say, it's an 18 plus, and it definitely was. It's not for the faint of heart to build, for sure, but this is one of the best sets I've ever seen, and the build itself was incredible. I just enjoyed every bag that I opened.
Yep.
And these trans satin blue parts are gorgeous.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It is. It's just beautiful. I don't even know what to say. It's so nice.
It's magical.
It is very magical. Whoever designed this is a genius, I have to say, with Lego parts. Because sometimes I would start to build something and I go, this isn't going to line up. What are we doing? And then it would line up and I'd be like, wait, I should just trust the
Yep.
Trust the process.
experts. Yeah. And Mark's the one that really inspired me to get it because, I wanted Elsas Castle to kind of be the source of ice and water in my whole winter village. And I was just going to use the first original Elsas Castle because that's what I had. And then Mark built it, I guess, on a weekend and talked about it on Instagram. And I was like, I think I'm going to buy it. Because
There you go.
if you like the build, then it must be good.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how great the build was. I was like, well, okay. I mean, why would I do this dinky little one when I could have the big mama?
The
So,
majestic one, yes.
It's amazing. And the figures, too. Where are the figures? I have
They're
them.
right over there, yep.
The figures are
Is your
amazing.
arm
I
also?
love that the castles, the capes are so long. Elsa's cape here
And sparkly.
is so sparkly and beautiful and so long. Same thing with Elsa's cape here on the coronation.
The beautiful pattern on there. Yeah.
Beautiful. Then Anna, she even has this windswept cape. So it's like she's standing with the wind
Ooh, yeah.
sending it to the side, which I love.
Super cool.
The snow geese are a little bit different of a build. Olaf's a different build, and
Could Kristoff, right?
No, is it Kristoff? Yes.
so.
Kristoff is his torso's the same as the other one, but his legs are different. So
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. It's a great build.
Are they all exclusive things?
Yeah,
then?
they're all
I
exclusive.
think they're all special, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I specifically love this little piano build here. I will be duplicating it in black for something else I'm doing in the village.
Mm-hmm.
I just love this little build. If you haven't seen it up close, I'm sure Mark can do some up close stuff as
Yeah,
well.
I'll do
but
close-ups of all the sets that we're showing today because
A lot
they're
of
worth
great
it.
They are.
interior
They're
details.
so worth it. But the staircase was beautiful to build. This water fountain, I love the use of the dark blue mixed with the azure,
Light
medium
azure. Yeah.
azure.
Mhm.
It's just the color combination, everything, these parts.
Yes. It looks like a crystal ice
does.
thing. It's so well done.
Yeah, I just about put my eye out on the top of it earlier.
I know, right?
Super tall.
You gotta watch out.
It's just a beautiful thing. And just when you see a stud that's open and you think, it needs to be covered, they cover it with something spectacular, like a pyramid little piece, or the little, the diamond-looking pieces, or the 2x3, or these windscreens, or whatever. It's just so pretty.
Yes.
I just love it.
It's very cool. Can you still buy this?
I think so.
I
yes.
believe you can.
It should still be in stock. Fingers crossed. Let us know if it's
Maybe. I
not.
was going to say.
Still in production, though, theoretically.
Yeah.
Not
Theoretically, yes. On paper, it seems like a good idea. I believe there was something in here, too. I forget. In the doors.
retired. Little hidden cupboard there.
entryway.
Yeah, just it's a picture of Anna and Elsa when they were little.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very nice.
yeah, it's just a great build. I highly recommend it if you don't have it, and even if you don't like Disney in general, or even Frozen, if you've heard the song a million times, I highly recommend it just for the skill level. I felt like my building skills went up a notch after finishing this, because it's just a great build.
Yes. And there's several new pieces made just for this set.
Yeah.
These cool corner pieces in that color. These all, there's so many new color and shape options here. These white spiky pieces.
Yeah.
So cool. A lot of Nexonite shield pieces, which is a little triggering, but they're really cool.
But
and
they're so great in
They're
the
so
satin
nice.
blue.
Yeah.
We just gotta stop calling them that. We gotta come up with a
Yeah,
new
come
name
up with a
for
new
them.
name.
The triangular
Pentagonal.
tile piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, I mean, I just the little doors that open and the I don't know. I could just go on and on.
Yes.
But I digress. I just love it. That's all I gotta say.
Now, Mark, you said you bought this mostly for the parts, but it sounds like you fell in love with it and are going to be hard-pressed to take it apart.
I thought that I was more heartless and more cold-hearted, but
Yes.
no, it's I'm gonna.
Well, that's
have
why
cold
you fell
jokes.
in love with it, yeah.
It warmed my frozen heart,
Yes.
and I had several friends, so I got it out, and I was gonna I'm like, I can't just part this out. I have to try and build it. It looks like a pretty cool build, and then I think first I had my friends David and his wife Alicia help me work on this for a little bit, and then they didn't get to finish it. We only had a afternoon to work on it, and so I had it half built, and then some other friends, some Lego Masters friends, Tim and his wife and daughter Ellie, they all came over, visited one time, and so we finished building it. We had a great time, and so I appreciated spending some time with them, enjoying this fun set. And it's still sitting on my table. I'm like, I bought it solely for the parts
Yeah.
to take apart, because these are really cool parts.
They are. They are very cool.
But I can't
No.
bring myself to take it apart, and it might be together for a while, because it's just, why it looks so cool. Why would I put it in the bin? So.
Absolutely
I'd hate
amazing.
to see that short on your
Oh, the set
on your
review,
Instagram,
yeah.
In
your set
there.
review. Yes, I'd hate to see your set
Please
review
don't
of
do
this
that to
set.
this
So for those who don't
Mark's
know,
set
on my
review.
Instagram, I notoriously review sets, and I just end up just chucking them in the bin,
Yes.
or just
He literally
demolishing
drops
them.
them. Beats them with a hammer.
Yeah, that was next tonight's. That
That was a
deserved
good
it.
one.
But
Yeah.
no. So this is never gonna happen to this set. I may one day take it apart, but not for a while. So
You'll
Yeah.
just slowly
It's so
steal
beautiful.
pieces
Every
off
box
of
in
it
there.
until it's
like a
so beautiful.
skeleton.
about half missing.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
it's
And
too
then you
gorgeous.
gotta make the call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
We have
feel
some
like we
good
ended on a-
choices.
yes, we did.
Do we have a few that Daniel wants to talk about really quick?
Yeah, what did you
I
wanna talk
have
about?
some more that were very large that I was not going to bring in here.
Yeah.
But they have some interesting stories that go with them.
Let's hear it.
So this is my Lego store catalog from the summer of 2008.
This is a good year.
Which is held together with packing tape.
I see that.
Because it was well worn, well loved. And that is because for the entire summer of 2008, many, many years ago, I was lusting... Oh, it's falling apart. Lusting after this glorious 2-page spread of the original 2008 UCS Death Star, waiting for. This was when my brother worked at the Lego store, waiting for one of the 2 days a year where the employee discount would increase by a significant percentage, so that I could
get it?
so that I could buy it for much cheaper.
Through your brother, yeah.
Yes.
Could you
vicariously through my brother?
Did it have to be in the store, or could they order it?
Yeah, it had
that
to be.
price?
It had to be in the store,
in the
which was
store.
not far from where we lived when I was growing
That's
up.
good.
And yeah, he just purchased it on his account, and I paid him back for it. But it's a very good deal. Just a phenomenal set. I mean, I'm not kidding. I was like drooling over these pages just about.
Looks very well worn.
Going around all over the summer, looking at all the cool vignette style kind of scenes that were going on in this. And I think nowadays we kind of take this set for granted because it's been around so long.
Yeah.
And they reissued it, but I'm glad I have the original version too, because I really like the figures before they had the pupils in them.
The classic eye
style,
figures, yeah.
but still with the light nougat colored skin. So
So you still have it?
I do. I do still
it
have
still
it.
built?
It's at home and it is built. And after I moved it, I did a very thorough dusting on it, which it very much needed after sitting in my old bedroom for. Well, I don't know, 10, 12 years. And yeah, it's a fantastic set. They made some slight design improvements on it when they re-released it, but it's still just a fantastic set.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
So many play features, so many great minifigures.
Nostalgia.
And there was just a lot to look at and to wait in anticipation for that day.
Now,
to
do
come.
we have the reissues out?
We do. We
Or do
currently
we have this-
the,
we have two.
the newer version.
There's
Yes.
another
Unless-
one out there.
Is there another one? Oh, I'll have
That's
to go
the one
take a
I
look.
think that Ethan he brought in to sell so he could get the old version that came in.
Interesting. So we may. I'll
Might be
I'll
both
take
the
a look
same.
after we're done filming, but they're
Yeah.
probably both the newer version. But
We'll
I'll
see
take
if we
a
can
look.
drop a clip in here of showing off the two that we have, because
Yeah.
I'm seeing
Yeah.
two right now. So yeah.
Yeah, that was the other reason I didn't bring mine, was because I knew we at least had some
Yeah.
version of
Yeah.
it here in the store that we can maybe take some footage
yeah.
of
Yeah.
and overlay.
We'll see if we
over
can bring
this.
it down and do
And
some
honestly,
close-ups.
if that one falls apart, it's gonna be hard to just quickly.
No,
put
we're
it
not
back.
rolling. We're not rolling that one down the ramp. We already did
No,
that
Lord
once
help us.
and got lots of angry comments
Yes, we
for it.
did.
We upset some people, but we were taking it apart to
Right.
work
We
on
knew
it.
what we
Inventory.
were
Yeah.
doing.
We knew
Trust
what
the
we were doing.
process.
Right,
Trust the
exactly.
process.
We were speeding it up a little bit.
If anyone loves
We weren't
Lego
just doing
around
it for
here, it's
clickbait.
us. We would never defame it or.
Well, I would.
No Lego left
well,
behind.
you would.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you smash it with a hammer.
Yeah.
No
That's at his
Lego.
house.
No
It doesn't
Lego left
happen here.
behind here.
Yes. Yes. All right. Is that it?
And then,
Oh, you
well,
got
okay,
one
my
more.
one last one. This was the one that's really probably my favorite modern set, but I was not going to bring it in. The micro scale UCS Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
I love that
Is
set.
such a good set.
It
This is
really
one.
is.
Most of the things that I picked today, I based off of when I saw, the very first, leak, rumor, images, whatever. I went, finally.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
with that Hogwarts set, I had always been so peeved that Harry Potter sets never really looked like Hogwarts.
No.
You're like a tiny part of it.
Yeah.
That
They've done,
Lackluster.
they've done some great hauls, but they would always be like weirdly disproportionate,
Yes.
like it's too fat or it's only half of it, and
It's
the tower's
true.
kind of wimpy, and it's just lots of very plain panel pieces.
It's true.
This one was the most film accurate. The proportions were all right. It's still not even the entire castle. It's
Mm-hmm.
less than half of the entire castle.
Wow.
And some very ambitious people have done their own custom, expansions to it using several thousands of dollars worth of pieces
Wow.
Yeah.
to expand it. And maybe someday I would
Yeah.
get to do something like that. But really fantastic set. You get all of those little kind of statuette micro figures.
Dozens of them, yeah.
Yeah, kind of similar to like the Helicarrier
Mm-hmm.
or some other very small scale sets like that.
It's a great set.
Really, just a ton of great inside scenes as well
Mm-hmm.
in that scale. You get the whole Great Hall, you get the Chamber of Secrets, you also get all of the Sorcerer's Stone.
The long bridge that.
Yep, the Long Bridge.
They had the final
you
battle
get
scene on.
all the Sorcerer's Stone, the trials or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 really great minifigures that we've never seen anywhere else. You get the 4 heads of house. You
Yeah.
don't get any of the regular characters that we get time and time again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in the small version.
Yeah, it's a great set. It was the
Yeah.
one Harry Potter set that I almost bought because it felt so much nicer than everything else.
It's really great and
The
better
others
than
were just
anything
like-
they've done.
can we please not do another one? Can we please not?
Yeah.
Because they're just like,
They get a little repetitive.
yeah, they really do, but they aren't always, I know you can attach them to each other, but it just never felt right. It never looked right to me. So this one really was more detail, more compact.
Exactly.
Just beautifully done.
When I saw the first images of it, I was like,
Yep.
finally, they really did it right. They hit this one out of the park. It looks
Yes.
fantastic.
It's
True to
beautiful.
the movies.
And we don't get that one in a lot. That's
do
where
not.
we get the
we
other
do have
ones.
this one in right now, too.
We do, you're right. And we've had it for a little bit, but we don't get a ton of them in.
No.
Mhm.
So the fact that we, have one,
Yeah.
and
And I haven't looked at the price on
beautiful.
it. Do you think
Oh,
that
I
one's
don't
still
know.
retail?
It's probably still climbing a little bit, but we'll see. I don't know, because
Is that one retired now?
I think it's
I'm pretty
near either
sure.
it either is or it will soon
Yeah.
be. You can let us know in the comments for sure. It's
Yeah.
I actually do like to be corrected or updated
Yeah.
on things. So if you
I mean,
know,
it's still
Yeah.
pricey.
Let
I
us
mean,
know.
even retail, I think it was
Couple
$400.
$100.
I
Yeah.
think it was $400
Yeah.
retail.
yeah, no, it's a great set. It's
Yeah.
a great set.
And, little other side builds, too. There's a little Hagrid's hut
Yes.
and a Whomping Willow with the car in it.
Yes.
The car made out of 3 pieces, I
Yes,
think it was.
exactly. And
Tiny
then the
little
little
cart.
Yeah.
tiny boats.
Yeah, the little boats are great. The little Dementors
Yes.
flying over.
I
So
think, it's
they
a
went
great
all out on the details. They worked in lots of references to scenes from the movies.
set. It was a logical step to get
Yes.
you can't do it obviously with a regular build. So it was a logical step to do the micro build type thing, and it was spot on.
Yeah.
I agree.
I have very high hopes for this Hogwarts Express that should be coming soon.
yes,
And
Wait.
that one's got a ridiculous price tag attached
Is
to
it going to be a micro build?
No, it's going to be huge.
Oh, really?
It's like a $500 Hogwarts Express.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's
it could
probably
be big scale.
Yeah, some of the initial rumors have said it's going to sit on a track very similar to the crocodile locomotive, so very nice kind of
like a scene, like a
Lucia
panoramic
style.
type.
Yeah. I'm really, really hoping. I don't think we've seen any images or even descriptions of it. I'm really, really hoping they do it in dark red instead of regular red. That would
Yep.
be very premium looking.
Right, that would set it apart from
Yeah.
everything else.
And
Besides
it's
all the
supposed to
other
come
things
with,
as
I think, a coal tender and one of the carriages. And the carriage, I think, has some scenes from the different movies in it.
Nice.
And I think it does come
So,
with part of the platform.
Is it
as
going to
well.
be kind of like set up like the Jurassic, the Jurassic Park scene with the dino, the classic scene on the fence
Maybe.
and all? What's that
At
called?
least
like
in layout, probably
yeah,
similar.
like
to
a
that.
panoramic type
Yeah,
thing.
could
It's
be.
like that.
I think
great.
because the insides of the carriages have the separate compartments that they sit in, and so I think in each one of the compartments it'll be a different.
Oh, we'll get to see the little the
Different scene.
candy.
Yeah, probably the
Candy
the
cart.
The chocolate frogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be so good.
Anyway,
Cool.
we
I
got off
didn't
topic,
know.
but
Hey,
No, I learned something again.
This
Yeah.
was the rabbit trail, the
Yes.
ranting
Oh,
of
yes.
all the good positivity, and
Yeah,
we,
I just-
we came to play today, guys. This
We
is
did.
some awesome sets.
good, really good lineup.
I had every once in a while when I'm in the store, I get this like goosebump feeling. And I'm not joking. I get this goosebump feeling, and I think I love Lego, and I love working here. And today was one of those days, and
Yeah.
I forget what it was I was doing, but I walked back and I was like, "That's a cool set." And then I thought to myself, "I can't believe I do this every day. Like
Yeah.
I can't believe we're here and we get to play." Work with
Work and
Lego
play.
every day with great people, and I just went to the back and I was like, I love Lego and I love you all. I just want you to know. So this is just a cherry on top of my day.
We're gonna leave this video with so much more of a positive attitude
Yes.
than we
Oh,
did
yes.
after the last one. I mean, I
Yes.
left after the
Yeah,
last
I was
one, and we were all just like,
"Bleh."
We were
"This is
exhausted.
terrible. I hate this."
Yeah, now we're all happy.
I
It
know.
feels
This
is a
fuzzy.
great
It's
move.
great.
I
Yes.
know, the fuzzies, that's what I get, the fuzzies.
We should have filmed this before I had to package up all those ones.
yeah.
I would have had all kinds of
He
energy.
would have been so
for
There
that.
you go.
excited. He
That's
would have been so
great.
excited. This has been fun, guys. Thank
This
you.
has been great.
Well, thank you for bringing all these cool sets to the studio to film, and we might have to do this again sometime. I don't
course.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
I have a lot I love.
our
so
next 3 or 5 favorite sets. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll work it out.
Yes.
maybe next time we could do one bad, one good, or something like
Yeah,
that. Like
maybe
the
a balance.
antithesis or
Yeah.
something.
A yin yang
Yeah,
thing.
yin yang thing.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
just have to try to figure
So
out
here's
a
a
different
terrible
way to do
Nexo
it.
Night set, and then here's a good
great
castle
castle
set.
set.
Yes,
What
yes,
it should have been.
hey.
That's right.
Yeah.
We can do
Yeah,
it. Like, what's
opposites.
a bad version of this kind of build?
You
what's
have to pick a
good
pair
version?
that
Yes.
has some
Pick a
kind
pair.
of something in
Pick
common.
a pair. Let's call it pick a pair.
Pick a pair.
Okay, well,
There you go.
we will be doing that in a couple of weeks.
Yes,
we'll
we'll
get
do a
that
pick a
worked
pair.
out. So
We'll flesh out that idea maybe.
But thank you guys so much for sticking with us this whole time
Yes.
and hearing us talk about our favorite sets. What are your favorite sets, and which ones do you think are the best? Which ones would you pick if you could get one of these? We're not giving them away, but
No, these are all going right back.
Way.
no, these are ours. Sorry,
I brought
but,
my box in and Joe said, "What's that?" And I said, "If you touch this, I'll kill you." These are my favorite items. my
What's your
cherished
white whale
possessions.
set? Let us know. We actually like to read the comments, so please let us
We
know.
do.
But
People always start talking in like the live streams and things about their white whales, so that's
Yeah.
always interesting to
Yeah.
hear about.
And I'm buying these for you. Don't argue with me.
okay, we'll talk about that. Anyway, thank you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We have so many more videos coming out, including that pick a pair video, which we're gonna have to do
Yes.
soon.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much. We'll see ya. Yep.
It's a very cool
Hey
thing.
guys, I need March drugs. Are you guys recording?
We're right in the middle of
What the
recording.
what? Who?
I'm sorry, Jake told me.
You need some
I do
ibuprofen?
need the
Here,
ibuprofen.
yeah, I'll dispense.
At least I finished a sentence.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
I was like, who put you up to that? That's not what John does.
That's gonna go in the bloopers at the end.
Yes.
They shouldn't.
Hey, Mark, I need Mark's drug. There's your ibuprofen.
John Hand is a druggie. We need to say that.
He's still hurting from his wisdom teeth.
Aw,
removal, so
poor guy.
He needs the
Yeah.
ibuprofen. I keep that on hand for when
Yeah.
I get a headache. But
I have some too if you ever need it.
okay, appreciate it. Yeah.
All
okay.
right, that was weird.
Anyway,
but
Think
okay.
about where I was.
Where were we?
Creature.
Move the
Jelly
the
giraffe.
tall neck. Yeah, the gel wrap.
I'm telling you, Randy and I cannot look at any drafts anymore without envisioning
It's
them.
good though. It's really good.